What's up, you guys? David here, and today I have a new setup. As you can see, I'm working with a green screen and I'm kind of working with a new mic as well. Today I pretty much wanted to go over how society mocks at people who are suffering. You know, like a lot of time when things hit the media, whether it's like violence or somebody going through something emotionally or whatever the case may be, society has a way of poking fun at the situation. Some people try to mask it as dark humor. Anybody who really has a problem with the way they are joking about something serious or something tragic that happens, some people say you're just too sensitive. Some people say you don't have a sense of humor. But in reality, I believe the person who's poking fun, mocking people who are going through hard times, they're not really joking as much as expressing a way of hate. I know people would think that's kind of a reach, but I believe there is people who laugh to cope with things, and I'm not talking about people who laugh in a way to try to cope with their emotions. I'm talking about people who genuinely find people suffering funny. You know, they find misfortunes or the unfortunate circumstance some people are in to be hilarious. I feel like at the core of that is hate. To be honest, I feel like the people who do that actually need the help the most. I'm not trying to make this video like a attack video or anybody. I may drop some name and use some example, but this isn't an attack video. This is simply just showing you how society takes something that isn't funny and tries to make humor out of it. Some people also mask it as bringing light into dark times. Some people mask it as that, like they're saying, I'm just trying to bring light into the situation. There is more loving and wholesome ways of bringing light into a situation besides just poking fun at it and laughing at it. You know what I mean? There is many other ways you can do that. If you guys occasionally see me look down, that's literally because I have my laptop right here below me. I have my laptop, and so I'll be looking at my laptop because I actually took my own notes. Before I made this video, I took notes that I was going over. I was going to use some examples of people who mock others suffer, and one of my examples are gonna be this person that I heard of. The channel name is Meat Canyon. Some people may have heard of him, some people may have not. He is known to make content that is, the intention of the channel is for it to be humorous yet freaky. It's kind of like a comedy, but it's meant to be kind of scary, freaky. It's basically meant to shock people, I guess. It's to get a reaction, you know. And there's a lot of people who follow this content creator, and videos rack over like millions and millions of views, and I just want to use him as an example because he mocked one of the people who went through the suffering of this world. It kind of struck a personal chord with me to see him make content that mocks Jesus. Think of a man that suffered for us, for all of us. Think of a man that suffered for this world, a man who sacrificed himself for this world. Think of him, and think of how many people spit in his face, mock him, laugh at him, and just treat him as if he meant nothing. That would strike a chord with me, even if it wasn't Jesus. If there was any man who was mocked for their suffering, for what they sacrificed for this world. I'm going to show you guys an example of what I'm talking about and how he mocked Jesus in this particular video. I believe it was something like a pond video or something like that. But yeah, I'm going to show the video now.
But I just want to be sure that buying this emaciated Jew isn't going to just end up being a decoration in my shop. Coming in. So,
Sir,
what can you tell me about this guy?
Sir,
I mean,
help me.
is this the real Jesus Christ?
Sir,
Oh, yes. Jesus Christ is the shepherd.
the Son of God.
Sir, help me.
You can tell by his scraggly beard and crown of thorns that this is a tortured man.
Sir, I'm in
The
trouble.
way the nails are hammered into his wrist clearly shows that this is the real guy.
Don't touch it.
We have paintings of Jesus with nails through his hands,
God,
but it was in fact his wrist.
Jesus
In my
Christ.
professional opinion, this is the creature that has magical abilities.
Sir, please help.
He is neither man nor monster.
God,
He is
please
the
help me,
one
sir.
and only God. Jeez, okay. Sorry if you're a Buddhist or something. So in your opinion, what's this thing worth?
Sir,
In my professional
take me
opinion,
away from here.
this thing is rare.
Take me
I
away
mean,
from here, sir.
Jesus is a big guy. People are waiting for this guy to come back, and I guess we know where he's been. So
I don't see a punchline, and I don't see the humor behind it. You know, behind the whole thing, I really don't see the humor. I mean, some people may find that funny. I'm not one of those people. You know, I've also searched up reaction channels who reacted to this particular video, and they really didn't have a reaction to it either. They didn't even really talk about it, which shows you that how many other people enable that kind of humor, that kind of dark humor. It even says in the Bible in Ephesians 5 verse 4, let there be no filthiness nor foolish talk nor crude joking, which are out of place, but instead let there be thanksgiving. That's what the scripture says. And obviously, pretty much, instead of being hurtful and hateful, be grateful. You know what I mean? Be grateful, show love, give thanks, you know? Like, there's a lot of people who love crude humor. I think dark humor comes from a dark place in heart. And I don't even care if the person had the best life ever. Just in case somebody is here to say, you know, I enjoy myself some dark humor, and my parents loved me, and I had a good life, and there is always nobody on this earth is perfect. I don't care if they had everything handed to them. There is always going to be a problem, whether that's inside of you or outside of you. There is nobody here that is not going through something, that is not battling something, that is not striving for something. There is nobody in this earth that is not affected by anything. A lot of people that you notice that indulge in dark humor or laughing at the cruelties of the world, or laughing at people getting beat up, or laughing at people who are suffering without legs and arms, or poking fun at somebody who is deformed or anything like that. A lot of this humor is sickening. You know, you're like people who will say, oh, this person is ugly, they're missing teeth, or this person is ugly, they don't have an eye, this person is ugly, they have scars on their body, and this and that, or this person's in a wheelchair. You're picking on everybody else's problems, and you're making a joke out of their problems. You're making a joke out of their life. For what? I get lightening up, or loosening up, I guess. I get not being so strict, not being so serious. But I also get being loving, respectful, and wholesome. And dark humor is none of those. It is not loving, it is not respectful, and it is not wholesome. There was a time I had a habit of insulting people as a joke, like humor-wise, you know, constantly calling someone stupid, idiot, dumb, you know, why don't you think, like those kind of things. I got in a habit of that toxic kind of humor where I just constantly insult my friends. Now sometimes everybody knows it's just banter, it's just joking around, it's just playing around. Sometimes it is really lighthearted, you know, but there comes a time where you get in a habit of doing it, it turns into something else. It starts to become passive aggressive. A lot of people joke passive aggressively. A lot of people mean something, but they play it off like it's a joke. A lot of times that's what that is. A lot of times somebody insults you but tells you it's a joke. People do it backhandedly. Like, people do it in a way where you would think they were joking, but they actually weren't. The way they mask what they mean is through a joke. A lot of jokes are like that nowadays. Just me making this video, people are gonna tell me I'm too sensitive, I'm too soft, you know, that I just don't get it, that I'm stupid, or anything, you know. But all I'm saying is, in society, when something happens, it would be nice for them not to make a meme about it, not to constantly do voiceovers about it, and not to make a joke about it, but actually take action into making that situation better. Like if there was any type of injustice in the world, I would rather see somebody start a petition, somebody make a movement, or somebody doing something purposeful that will solve the issue of injustice, rather than make a meme about it, make a joke about it, do a stand-up about it, or just completely ignore it. Now, there is a number of people that still realize that it's not funny, that it's actually a problem, that it's actually an issue. There's a number of people that see problems on the internet and actually takes them as they are, problems. Not joke material, not anything else, but it's a problem that needs to be solved. My video here today is to tell you guys to look at the situation of anything that happens in this world, whether it's political, whether it's some type of violence, whether there's some type of thing going on in this world that is a problem, and don't indulge in joking about it. Just remember to remain focused that it's a problem that needs to be solved. Don't get distracted by all these other people in the media making jokes, memes, or anything else about it. That's all I pretty much want to say in this video. I love every single last one of you guys. God bless you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.